Hey guys, in this quick Unity tutorial, I'm going to be showing you how to make some basic player movement in Unity 3D. You're going to need a script, which I've got one here called player movement. Once you've opened it, I'm going to be using character controller component to make my movement. So I'm going to do require component, type of character controller. Then we need a couple different variables. First is going to be a serialized field so we can edit in the inspector, and it's going to be player speed. Then we need the character controller still. We also need a vector3 for our gravity, and one more vector3 for our movement direction. We're going to come to private void awake and make sure we get that character controller reference. If it'll give it to me. There we go. We're going to do private void update, and here we are going to say movement direction is equal to transform.forward. So we're always going forward, even when rotated. Input.get access raw, and this one's going to be vertical. Then we're going to add that onto transform.right, so we're always going to move left and right, even when rotated. And this is going to be the horizontal one. Get access raw, horizontal. Down in private void late update. So it'll run after all of our update code, and it'll help with our camera jitteriness and all that. We are going to ask if player movement direction, sorry, is equal to vector3.0. If it is, return. We haven't got any movement we need to do. But if there is, we need to make a new one, and we need to then check if the character controller is grounded. If it is, and gravity dot y is less than 0, we need to set it less than 0. We don't want to keep falling. We've said we're on ground, so let's set it to 0 and reset it. Then we're going to set it still to negative 9.81 f times time.delta time. So we're still always going to be moving down, help with slopes and making sure we're not kind of just floating in the air. And this is where we are going to calculate our movement. We are going to do movement direction dot normalized times player speed plus gravity dot y times vector3, sorry, dot up. And this way it'll always be up regardless of our orientation because it's going based on world orientation. Here we're actually going to move it, dot move, and it's move times time dot delta time. And now, if you save that, go to Unity and attach your script to your player, give it some speed, it should work. Attach the script, I'll say 5, save it, and run. Now you should have some clean movement that works well and is pretty basic, no jittery camera. And in case you get an error about switching input handling or an input system package in your player settings, you can go to Edit, Project Settings, click on Player, scroll down until you find Active Input Handling, and you can either choose the old one, the new one, or as I have, both. You might have to restart Unity, and then it should work if it's giving you problems.